Welcome back, everybody. Next session of Reditus. Let's go over a recap from last week, which was episode 105. After defeating the crab entities, the party investigated the Centaurium ship, noting that the cargo had been removed and clusters of strange white barnacles. In the captain's quarters, they found a petrified stone man holding a dagger and a strange stick with Felix put in his pack. Darius and Trey uncovered secret orders addressed to Captain Cornelius. Investigate the Saytr, navigate to the island's coordinates, take any items of power, and spread the word of Hammond. Returning to the Demorian camp, Elion attempted to probe Jonas's mind, but she angrily countered the spell. Diffused the tension by offering his helm for her to study. As the Demorians moved to secure the ship, the party prepped to head north towards the reported living clay. Felix spotted a figure in the distance and urged an immediate departure. The party noted an unsettling shift in Felix. He lacked his usual vigor and excitement. Elion read his mind, discovering a complete absence of emotion and total unnerving calm. Traveling north along the path, flanked by mysterious metal rods spaced every few hundred yards, Darius cast Dispel Magic on Felix. Then Lapidus and Jak suddenly suffered a reaction and bolted off the path in opposite directions. Suspecting the metal rods were causing the malfunction, Elion decided to destroy the nearest ones with firebolts. Instantly, chaos erupted. A massive tree crashed down near Lapidus. Two unseen giant beasts growled near Jak, and Felix remarked, "We really shouldn't have destroyed those rods." Oh well. Be right back to see what they do next.
We've mourned our dead, but broken blades can still be drawn. Rise up now, the war's not gone. Darius walks where shadows feed. A debt is owed, a price to creed. Jak rides hard on lightning's wing. No mercy left in anything. Trey calls forth from time unknown.
All right. Catching you guys up. So in this moment, Darius, you had finished casting the Dispel Magic on Felix as Felix kind of turned around. Lapidus, you're running kind of back towards the group, hearing this massive tree fall about 200 yards out to your west. Jak, perched in a tree, you hear the growling of these two large beasts moving in the bushes that you cannot see about 60 feet to your east. And you call back, letting them know that there's something in the bushes. Be ready. And Felix telling the group that they shouldn't have destroyed the rods. What does everybody want to do at this exact moment?
I want to be ready by pulling my axe, but not raging, not just standing guard after having the sickness kind of wear off on me.
Are you making your way fully back to the path, or you're about 20 feet out?
Yeah. I will actually speed back as much as I can. But
okay.
Stay on the outside of the path to protect the group.
Okay, you're staying on the outside of the path. Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they're on the path, I'm on the outside of the path, but at the path.
Does
path adjacent.
Sorry, Felix.
Just to confirm, does Felix hear that that growling sound? Or
So Felix didn't hear the growl, but Jak did yell out that there was something in the bushes to be ready.
I want to clarify, because I may have missed it, but I don't know if Darius saw it. In the recap, you mentioned that Felix picked up some kind of stick and put it into his bag.
Yes.
Is Darius aware of that?
You were all in the room. Yeah, he was inspecting the stone body. Had a stick in one hand, had a knife in the other that stabbed the crab. He inspected the body, and yeah, everybody was there when he did it.
And was he acting weird before or after that?
You haven't noticed a change in his behavior since picking up the stick. It doesn't seem to make any change to him.
Disregard that then.
How close is this growl to Jak?
Roll a perception.
First roll of the die, baby. 13 on the die plus 6, 19.
Yeah, so as you hear this growl and you turn to tell the group, you gauge it's probably about 50 to 60 yards off to the east into the dense brush. You can tell with the movement that whatever is behind there is massive.
Sweet. Jak has drawn his bow, holding it, kind of going like, "Okay, dinosaur, it's close enough." And he is going to telepathically tell Reen, "You need to get over here right now."
Okay, so you send that out. Trey, what are you doing in this moment? Can anybody hear Trey talking? Because I don't.
No.
I don't even see Trey.
Okay, I think he's logging back in. We'll come back to Trey. Felix, as you hear Jak yell this out, and you kind of a little bit shocked at this spell being cast on you by Darius, you have an immediate realization or feeling that something is watching you in this moment.
Feels like something's watching us. Guess we should probably see what Jak's talking about over there. And Felix will just turn in the direction of Jak and just start casually walking towards him.
Okay. And Elion, what would you be doing in this moment?
Sorry, so I blew up the rods, and sorry, what did
Yes, you blew up
people's reactions to me? Felix said something.
So as soon as you you blew up the rods, that's when the large crash of a tree falling down over to the west where Lapidus is coming back from. And then Felix reacted just saying, "We probably shouldn't have broken those rods." Oh well. That's when Jak yells out, "There's two over here, be careful," and he draws his bow.
Okay, I probably would have responded with, what do they do? They seem to be having an effect on you.
I don't feel like they're affecting me at all.
I can see the effect. It's resonating around your head. You don't seem like yourself, and I've only known you for a short period.
I don't know. I feel really relaxed, actually. I'm just going to walk over here and see what Jak's talking about. Maybe you should come if you want.
At this second, Trey, what are you doing? If we can hear you now. I did see you pop up again. It says your microphone's muted.
Can you see me?
I can hear you now.
I'm really spotty here. I'm in and out. I turned off my mobile data. I'm trying to get stuck with just the Wi-Fi here. I'm thinking the battle was Lapidus doing something, but I wasn't caught up with what was happening there. So is Lapidus returning to the main group?
Yeah, so Lapidus is making his way back, but he stayed kind of at the edge of the path with his axe raised in case something comes out to hit the group.
I think Trey is going to. Yeah, I think Trey's going to reach out and he's going to borrow another one of the Buccaneer trays from that ship and have that tray stay near Darius as he moves into the brushland, if you will, in the direction that Jak had gone. And the prime tray will go approximately 30 feet that way to try to see where Jak had gone off to.
Okay. Yeah, you start moving your way out. Felix kind of starts slowly moving over there. Lapidus, axe at the ready. Lapidus, you can hear out to the west. You can almost feel the ground shaking. These massive thuds coming. Jak looking over. The bush is still moving. You hear a series of whistles come from the north up the path. And the movement to your east settles and stops. You don't hear any growling. You all still hear coming from the west of Lapidus. You see this tree start to shake, start to move. Lapidus, what do you do?
I will raise my. How much distance would you say from this noise to myself?
Roll a perception.
Oh, that was aggressive. 14 minus 1, 13.
Okay, you're not sure, but 100 to 200 yards out, you're not too sure.
I will not do anything yet.
Okay, holding steady, holding fast.
Hold action.
DM, if possible, Jak would like to see if he can replicate and almost put to memory that whistle that he just heard.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe with Jak's animal handling abilities or the times he'd whistle at Reen, he might identify that whistle as a command, and he wants to try to see if he can create that whistle.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of take notice that as you're still poised over your shoulder. You see kind of Reen starting to come in towards Felix. Trace, you start heading out towards Jak is kind of just cresting over the edge of the road, heading into the trees. Elion, as you kind of like look over to where Felix is also moving out, you can see a figure coming down the path about 100 feet to the north. What do you do?
I think with my reaction to what Felix said, I would have turned to Darius before noticing the figure and just saying, "Is Felix normally this calm? I felt he was a little high energy."
No, something is wrong. I think something is very wrong all around us.
And then you said I noticed a figure in the distance?
Yep. You can see a figure walking down the path about 100 feet to the north.
Just like calmly walking. Does it look like its paces? Yeah. Can I make out who or what it is?
Roll a perception.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hold on a second.
Do you want me to roll for you?
Yeah, roll perception
Okay.
for me.
Okay, I'll do it on your character sheet so that there'll be a little log of it. Perception.
I mean, I have a dice. I have dice. I just don't have my character sheet. So
Okay, yeah, I can tell your modifiers then.
Yeah, okay. Nat 20.
Plus 2, 22. Amazing. Yeah, as you kind of glance up and the sun kind of moves around, illuminating the figure. Yeah, you can definitely see this looks like a human female. Sort of tattered brown robes kind of hanging off the shoulder. You see they're carrying some sort of large backpack. and you can see some metal sticking out the top. And even at this distance, with the sun hitting it, you can tell that these are the same metal rods that line this path. As this female is just slowly and casually walking down the center of the path towards the group. You can see with that roll as well that it was this person that was doing the whistling that you just heard.
Okay, can I send a message to her?
Can certainly try.
I'll say, hi, sorry, what are those rods for? We seem to have broken some.
Okay. And you'll hear immediately back. At best I replaced them. Quite dangerous without them. And she continues to walk down. Lapidus, you now see breaking through the tree line. You see the side of some massive beast, some gray, almost scales, as this rounded figure starts to come through the trees. You see this extended large tail with this massive, almost ball on the end of this tail as it lumbers about 20 feet in height. This massive beast pushing trees out of the way, heading in your direction about 80 feet away. What do you do?
I tell the group that we better decide something quickly. And I guess, are we waiting here for this to come at us?
So it continues to move forward. Jak, you hear this yell out from Lapidus. Glancing over, you can see this massive beast moving towards the group. You no longer hear the movement from the trees to the east. You see a person coming down from the north of the path. What are you doing?
So the movement in front of him has ceased, but there's still something else is coming from further.
From Lapidus' direction off to the west. You're to the east of the path, and he's to the west of the path, so the opposite side of you.
Okay, yeah, you'll see Jak kind of like he's holding his bow, Reen's like pulled up beside him, and he's kind of like looking towards the direction of the group, and he's gonna just slowly let his arrow down and just take off to the team as he makes it into a sprint.
Okay.
As he is going to try to regain. As he about 20 feet in, he's gonna turn back around and just kind of hold the bow at the ready as he's now like running backwards as he's like tried to look ahead and then
for sure, yeah, kind of guarding your back as you make your way towards the path. As you do, Felix and Trey both moving out into the forest area. What do you guys want to do in this moment?
So Jak is there. I would see Jak
I
coming
definitely
back
think that Trey
this way.
would see that we're kind of converging, and I think he wants to line up with everyone.
Okay, yeah, so Trey kind of like stops, waits for Jak to come towards. And Felix, yeah, Jak heading back towards the group from the direct east where he kind of was up in the tree to get that vantage point. And you can see him speedily making his way back towards.
Oh, Jak, you're coming back. Was there anything interesting over there?
Just a couple of scared dinosaurs as he like runs past everyone. Or if that's where everyone's at, he'll stop there. And he'll like hold his position like when he gets up on Felix. Yeah, just a couple of scared dinosaurs.
That sounds interesting. I've never seen dinosaurs. And Felix just continues walking in that direction.
Well, why don't you hang out here? There's a guest. You have to greet them with your usual ATLAD greeting.
Felix just keeps walking, and he just says without turning back, like, I just want to see the dinosaurs. Seems interesting.
You all now see rushing in from the west this mammoth beast crashing through the trees about 30 feet out now as the ground shaking beneath. Lapidus, it's about 20 feet away from you as it starts charging forwards. What are you doing? When you're not muted.
That's still too far. I would like to meet this thing 10 feet from me, please, and thank you. Oh yeah, I'll let him approach nice and close.
Yeah. Okay, so you're kind of running up as close as you can to get within 10 feet.
Yes.
Okay, easily done. It's only 30 feet away, so you start running forwards.
So as I run up, I jump and come swinging down with my axe raised high above my head.
Okay, so you're
But
attacking
I
it.
drive it straight into the ground as I cast Earth Tremor.
Okay. As you unleash this leap into the air, bringing your axe down, you
Dexterity
feel the
saving throw.
blade pierce into the ground. As you do, you unleash your spell. I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative at this stage.
Oh, yeah, thank
14
you. I have
plus whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
23.
Plus whatever. 17 for Jak.
Uh, 25.
Great heavens.
Dang.
14.
Okay. This guy is...
Does that
As,
mean
as the battle music starts, Felix remarks, "Oh, neat. I like this song."
is this?
I feel like something is very suspicious with Felix.
Oh, it's
Just
Felix.
can't name it.
Felix and our minis look very similar. What,
Wow.
Felix?
See?
I mean,
It
that makes
even
sense.
fooled
Jak
you.
always wanted to be like Felix.
It's true.
I see
Yeah.
that. I see
I think-
that a lot in it.
I think we're wearing the same gloves.
Trey, what was your initiative, sorry?
Trey is-
Time has stopped for Trey.
Yeah. He's really leaning into his character.
Nice.
14.
14? Okay. Wow. All the
Yeah.
14s. Jeez. All right. Let's see. Oh, I didn't.
Where is this beast?
Labbit is stuck in a tree. I can't select them.
Oh, it's an Anki. Let's go.
No, Lapidus is a tree.
I see
Oh,
me.
Silly me.
I see him. He's so fun.
I'm gonna so
Like
meta.
morph into the tree.
I'm gonna
When-
meta game the names of these dinosaurs. Like, oh, it's an Ankylosaurus.
It is an ankylosaurus.
Surprise! Colin came up with all new dinosaur names.
Haha. Screw you all up.
This is the Colinosaurus.
These are named differently in the Fae. We call them Womp Williams.
Okay.
This is the Hamiltonosaurus.
Hamiltonosaurus.
Someone else also got
This is
14.
the Canadian Gooseosaurus.
Okay, Lapidus, as you execute your spell,
Roll damage.
you need a saving throw, right?
Yes, you need to dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay, as the axe pierces the ground, the ground starts to shudder and shake. 13.
Ooh, fails. So he takes 3d6, and he is knocked prone, and the ground of earth loosens and becomes difficult terrain until cleared with each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand. Oh, my
Okay.
dice got stuck. Oh,
Damage.
that was almost triple sixes, baby. It was 6, 6, and 1, so 13.
13. Okay.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah, as the ground starts to shake, you just see it start to tip over. You see one leg kind of go down, almost fracture as it kind of tips over on its side. You can see the top legs kind of starting to move around, the tail whipping, lashing back and forth.
Bonus action, rage.
So we'll let that action happen as you kind of rush forward and do the action, and that will be an initiative.
Okay.
That'll be like your surprise attack.
Oh, okay, my surprise.
Yeah.
You got it.
So
You got
Darius,
it.
you just see Labitus kind of leap out through the trees and just slam his axe down. You just see this massive beast start to flop over onto its side. What do you do? Oof.
It is still alive, obviously, yes.
It is flopping and wriggling. You can see its massive tail and hear it hitting the ground.
Can I see it? Hold on,
Oh,
I'll get
yes.
Talespire up in a second.
Yes, you definitely can. Yeah, it's directly to your west.
All right, well, we'll do the, well, actually, we'll see how this goes first. Good old trusty Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Some blasty attacks.
All right, so that's going to be a
Disadvantage,
26 to
please.
hit. What? Why?
Because he's prone.
Well, 17.
17 does not hit. The spell actually does connect with the outer shell of this thing, but you just see it, the energy almost just kind of crawl over it, not penetrating its heavy armor.
All right. The second one doesn't matter because I rolled it. Oh, of course. There's a fucking 9 and a nat 20.
Dang.
A
prone.
9 hits.
Yeah, it just hits the ground beside it. You see as this ground's kind of like rippling beside the entity. Blast a piece of dirt off into the distance. Anything else for you, Darius?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Lapidus. As you unleash the spell, you bring your axe up. What do you do next? You muted.
I was muted, and I will raise my axe above my head, taking a deep breath, clearing my mind, and raging. Seethe. I seethe. I like that description better.
A quiet seething.
Quiet seething. And I will attack.
At advantage. Let's go.
At advantage! So I will actually want to reckless attack, but forego my reckless attack advantage from that for brutal strike.
Yes.
Now, does foregoing the advantage with double advantage give me advantage again? Does it
No.
stack like Magic the Gathering
No.
rules?
No.
Like,
No.
no. There's no. What's it called on the stack? Okay. So it's still just normal
Yeah,
attack.
there's no double advantages.
Oh, that's 19.
19.
So 19 on the die, sorry.
Oh,
Plus 10, so 29.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Let's see some damage.
Yeah. Gotta make sure I get the right one. I always get the wrong dice. But... Oh, nice. 6 plus 6, so 12. Plus a d10, which is right here. Oh, nice. So 16. Yeah, 16 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And the second hit. Okay, does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Ooh, 11 damage plus. Oh, hold on.
Don't
Also
forget your
plus
rage
3.
damage. Yeah.
Yes, plus 3. So 14. 20. 20 damage. And
damage.
that was plus 10 more. I haven't rolled the 10. Oh my god, there's too many dice at my feet. It's only 3.
3 more damage?
Yeah, so 23 off the second.
Awesome, yeah. Axe find its mark. Poof, the wriggling and squirming and this thing flipping its tail around. Doesn't matter. It is so massive. Your axe finds its mark. Slipping right in between kind of the layered armor skin of this thing. You can feel kind of the flesh underneath as you kind of pull and rip your axe out. Blood just splattering all over the ground as it's just wailing in pain. Anything else for you? You muted again.
That's all for me. Actually, I'm going to back up 10. I can back up. I didn't use my movement. That was last round. So I will back up to the group.
Okay.
I will back up 15 feet.
Okay. Just grab.
You can't. You're in a tree.
You're in a tree. That's it. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I teleport from one tree to the other.
Oh, he got out of the tree.
I am tree.
Man, Jak might get in a tree this round.
I'll put you on the ground. Don't you think you're floating? There we go. Yeah, this thing lashing out doesn't have the wherewithal currently to try and attack you. So that's everything for you. Okay, perfect. Okay, as you kind of look over your shoulder, holding your axe in hand, you see this thing. It manages to right itself, get its feet kind of under it, knees kind of leveraged underneath. As it uses half its movement to get up. And runs after you as you're moving away. And as it does, its entire body, you hear this huge whooshing sound as its tail swings around, smacking through bushes, breaking branches off trees as it tries to smack you. Natural 20 for 31. So that would be
does hit.
dice damage plus this roll. So that would be
Bottom line.
Can you not
40.
cutting words?
That would be
Can that-
69 bludgeoning damage as the tail hits you right in the spine as you're trying to walk away, and you hear the cracks of the bones start to pierce at your skin. You see blood starting to trickle down. A strength saving throw, please.
With advantage. Okay, so 14 plus 9, 23.
Okay. Yeah. As this thing slams you and you kind of feel the weight of it almost push you to the ground, you kind of dig your heels in and you grit against the pain as you feel the pressure as you kind of like twist your back as the tail continues its swing around as you stand very hurt. Jak, you're up.
How close is this thing moved? Because it like disappeared from the map.
It only moved about 10 feet from where it fell. So from where you are moving right now, it is 65 feet from you.
Jak is going to utilize all of his movement, which will get him close, a little bit past Trey, like in this bush. Boop, 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 boop. And then DM. If Jak wanted to try to recreate that whistle, would that be an action, or could that be a bonus action? Because Jak wants to basically get right up to this thing if he can, and he wants to attempt to like calm it down and then try the whistle.
Okay, so you're about halfway there. You're about 30 feet away. So you want to try the whistle from there, or do you want to dash over?
If I can dash and still whistle, I would like to do that.
I will. If you're trying to have like a convincing or an action of something, then we'll have to use it as an action.
I think Jak's intent would be to like whistle it and try to like present himself in a non-threatening manner.
Okay, so you can do it from where you are. If you were to dash, use your action to dash, then you wouldn't be able to like try to calm it.
Okay. Would I be able to whistle or no?
You can from where you are. You
Okay. Okay. That's fine. I think Jak is gonna run up, and he's gonna shout first, like, "Hey, leave it alone!" And he's gonna attempt to be like, "All right, buddy, it's okay. And then he's going to recreate the whistle to the best of his ability.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a performance check, please. Let's give you
+2.
advantage on this because you made a purpose. You purposely tried to notate remember this, so let's give you an advantage on the performance.
I appreciate that. That is a 17 on the die first. Advantage roll gives me a 10, so we're going to keep the 17, obviously. I get a +2, so that is a 19.
19.
Yes.
As you let this whistle out, what does it sound like?
If I recall correctly, it was like a... I don't know if it even picked that up.
Strangely, that was perfect. A perfect
Excellent.
imitation.
I heard that like, wow.
A few seconds ago.
Yeah, just replayed. Yes, you absolutely execute this whistle from memory as it echoes out. And you see no reaction from the beast as it's kind of lurching forward and kind of moving around from the weight of its tail that's swinging. You see no reaction from it, but you're certain that you nailed that whistle.
Perfect. All right. When in doubt, strike a pose, and he's back at it. That'll be it for Jack.
Okay. Jak strikes a pose. Did you want Reen to do anything specifically?
Yeah, he is gonna just tell Reen to get closer.
Okay.
And yeah.
To you or as close to the dinosaur as possible? She can make it almost right up to it. If dashing.
Yeah, if she can fly, yeah. Jak is gonna he'll be like, I can fly up safely above it, and then he did want to reiterate or make sure Mastos or not Mastos, Lapidus did hear, like leave this beast alone, to see if it worked.
Yeah, you're definitely close enough that he would hear that.
All right, cool.
Okay, excellent. And yeah, Reen just she kind of flies up, gets a little bit of height, kind of reaches where you are, but gets about 20 feet up in the air.
Perfect. Yep, that'll be it.
Elion, you're in the middle of the path. You're about 30 feet away from the dinosaurs on the outside. The rest of the group kind of just north of you on the path. What would you like to do?
And this girl's still walking towards us. She hasn't.
Yeah, she's continued to walk.
I want to kind of run towards her while still casting a message, and just say, you know, what do these do?
Okay. All right. Yeah, you start to run forward. Use your action to send that message out in the hopes that you get some useful information coming back on her turn. No bonus action, I'm assuming?
I mean, no, I guess not, no.
Okay. All right.
I think I would maybe bonus action. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. All right, Trey, you are up. You're in the center of the path, well, making your way back just on the outside edge of the path to the east as Jak kind of like
I
ran
think
by.
Trey is going to see that Jak.
Oh, you're cutting out.
Yeah, I imagine that Jak ran near and Trey wanted to take a defensive formation.
Okay.
I'll get you closer to me, closer to me. Is the audio more consistent when I hold the phone closer to my face?
Yes, actually. All right, so Trey would rush out kind of
I think we have a
beside
decent
Jak.
lag between when I speak and when it actually hits your ears. So I'm just going to commit to what I'm saying here. I think, yeah, Jak is trying to pacify this creature. I think Trey is going to get kind of close and then try to take an unassuming stance, hands to the sides. He's actually going to put his weapon away and stand somewhat near Jak, non-threatening.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you kind of relax your posture. Kind of put your sword down to the side. Buccaneer Trey, are we doing anything with him on this turn? He's still central to the path.
He's going to stay near Darius.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, as long as if he can stay near Darius while within 30 feet of the prime tray, that'd be perfect.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Darius, you see Buccaneer Shrey move over towards you and kind of take a defensive position beside you. As Jak, you see Trey moving kind of in front and kind of drop his sword a little bit to the side. Anything else for you, Trey?
Nope, that's all he'll do.
Okay, awesome. Felix Tinkerspark, you are up.
So Felix was walking the other way originally, because Jak had said there was stuff. Do I hear anything coming from this direction, or I just hear all the commotion with this thing that's coming from the west?
Roll me a perception.
Perception. What do I perceive? I rolled a 7.
7. You're unsure. So much commotion going on to the east. You don't really hear anything other than the natural nature around you to the east.
All right. Well, in that case, Felix will turn and kind of see all this stuff that's going on with this big dinosaur, and he'll just turn around and go, "Oh, wow. That's very interesting. I've never seen one of those before." And he'll start, I'll just move my movement 30 feet in the direction of the creature.
Okay. Right. You're right up beside kind of Jak behind Trey, behind Elion as he's running northwards up the path towards the approaching lady. Nothing else for you?
Nope.
Okay. So Elion, you hear in your mind as the lady continues to walk south, keeps the dumb beasts away as she walks slowly down the path. Darius, you're up.
Okay. Can you pull me in?
Sure can.
I assume Elion is not relaying any of this information to us.
He just received it.
Okay.
So no.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm receiving, baby.
Sorry if there's any screaming.
I can mute my mic. It's fine. All right. Okay, in that case, I will. Nobody looks hurt or anything.
You do catch a glimpse of Lapidus. It looks like he's taken a few bumps and bruises.
The dinosaur looks like it's hurting.
Yeah, that is very true.
I can Eldritch Blast and Healing Word, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because cantrip and level spell. Okay. Okay. I will shout out to Lapidus. Are you all right, big guy? Need a little pick me up, and I will cast Healing Word at 4th level.
Ooh.
Okay, so we got a 3. What is it? 44? Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 10, 14 HP.
You go, Lapidus. 14 HP. As he says these words, you feel the warm glow kind of seize up and kind of feel that rib kind of crack back into place.
And then I will Eldritch Blast him to the past. And the first one will be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 for a total of 30-20.
It was like that was like to 20.
Go ahead and
I was
give
like,
us some
that's a
damage.
weird.
That's a weird question.
Ooh, 9. All right, and I will do my second one. No, that's an 8. I mean a 10, but doesn't matter. I know it doesn't hit. So
Yeah, absolutely. And as you kind of like focus on that healing spell to make sure you get the maximum out of it, and you kind of throw your Eldritch Blast almost as an afterthought afterwards, and poof, one flying wide as one kind of smacks into the side of its face as it kind of turns its whole body almost towards you. Any movement for you?
no, I think I'm okay right here. Maybe I will step just so I'm not like directly in its trajectory. And then I will bow, and that will be my turn.
Okay. All right, Lapidus, you are up.
I will unmute myself first, and I will call out. Oh man,
Does it keep loading for everybody else?
yes. So did you swing at it?
You've seen Eldritch Blasts fly past you and hit it.
Okay. Just to make sure, because I know
You did hear
said-
Jak yell out to be peaceful. but-
I'm feeling like conflicting things here. How close is it?
It is 10 feet.
10 feet. I will. I think I will hold my attack action for if it tries to attack anyone else
Okay.
or myself.
I'm glad you
yeah.
added that because
Yeah.
that would have been pretty.
Yeah.
All right. So nothing else for you? Holding your attack action.
Yeah, holding my attack action for that. I guess what do I have to do to keep my rage up? Anything? Or is this the
You can
top
use your
of the
bonus
round?
action to keep it
Keep it
live.
Yeah, I will use my bonus action to keep it live.
Okay. Are you aiding anybody with temporary hit points?
Who's the closest person to me actually?
Technically,
'Cause
Trey.
it has to be 10.
Oh, 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trey's just out of range then.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay. Yeah, as you
That's
kind of
fine.
like ready yourself, hold your axe, and get ready in case it starts to attack anybody. It immediately charges towards you, swinging its tail. You
Oh.
can go ahead and roll an attack.
Well, that was
Immediately
rude of
gets
it.
violent.
Right? I will raise my axe far above my head once again and smash the ground and cast Earth Tremor.
Okay. Dex saves 13.
He fails, so he is immediately knocked prone. He stops dead in his tracks. Rawr. And he takes... hold on. Four, 2, 6. Do I add my rage to this damage, or is that only strength based? The strength based attacks, and this is not a strength based.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you don't add it.
Yep. So yeah, just 6 damage.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Got
Kind
2
of charges
buttons.
over. You see the tail start to come through, and you you react immediately, right in its underside. As you kind of like lift it up, the strength that you have pushes his entire left side up in the air as it just for a second almost holds there, and ground shudders underneath. Okay.
And how close did he get before he became incapacitated? Oh, it's his turn.
Yeah, it's his turn. Yeah. As he kind of hits the ground, he starts flailing as he attacks at disadvantage now, being on the ground. 25 to hit, still. So as the tail swings around and smacks into your thigh, 25 damage, so take 12 bludgeoning damage. And if I could have a strength saving throw, please.
I have advantage on them. 23.
Okay, yeah, absolutely no problem. As you kind of feel this thing start to push your legs out from under you, you just dig a little bit deeper, put your hoof a little bit deeper in the dirt, and poof, the tail just kind of stops still and kind of flops backwards. This thing just flailing around on the ground. Jak, you see this in front of you. What do you do?
It's flailing on the ground.
It is.
So just to double check it, Darius did attack it, and then Lapidus didn't until it got up and went after him. So he sees it on the ground. Jak is still a little conflicted. He's going to look to the right towards this figure, and he's going to say, "Is this yours?"
Okay. Anything else for you? We won't count that as an action because it's not specifically going to result in something immediately. So if you want to do an action, you can.
I was going to say he'll ready an action, like he'll knock an arrow and he'll draw on it, but he's kind of waiting for this figure to confirm or deny whether it's theirs.
Okay. So what's going to trigger your attack? If this thing attacks someone, if it runs towards you, if it runs away, if it falls asleep?
If this lady or entity goes, "Nope, not mine,"
Okay.
then
Perfect.
Jak will be like, "All right."
All right. Awesome. And for Reen, any commands there?
Nope.
Okay. She will, yeah, she'll hold steady where she is. She's going to get a little bit closer and just keep height. So that she can, with one movement, get within range if needed. Yeah, Elion, so you get that response from her. You're about 20 feet away from her now, and she's still slowly walking down the path. What do you want to do? Elion, are you there? Elion. I wish I knew
Check
what he wanted to
Facebook.
do when he was...
He wants you to check Facebook.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, got it. All right, thank you. Yeah, so Elion kind of keeps running up towards the female, and he says something that you guys are too far away to hear.
Perfect.
Trey, you're up.
Okay. We're definitely in a moment of uncertainty. I think Trey kind of feeling that shift in how things are going, and Jak is sounding a little uncertain. I think Trey is going to step closer to Jak and pull his shield up to start protecting them both. And he's going to get ready for an incoming attack. He's going to try to deflect it if one comes towards us.
Okay.
Or at the very least cover Jak if this beast should launch an attack.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you kind of slide in front. Felix is just off to your right-hand side as well now, pretty much almost aligned with you and Jak, as you're kind of just on the edge of the path, about 20 feet away from this beast that's flailing on its side, and you can kind of see Lapidus standing right in front of it. And just behind you, you have your other Buccaneer Trey, who is kind of standing there. You notice Darius have stepped off about 20 feet to the south, getting himself a little bit of distance away from the beast.
Okay. Buccaneer Trey is going to attempt to stay like really tight with Darius. Unless, of course, he exceeds that 30 feet maximum, then he'll just be as close as he can without disapparating.
Yeah, absolutely. You can
Try to
safely
maintain
do that.
coverage in a defensive stance with the team.
Perfect. Yeah, he
Thank
moves
you.
down, stays within range, and kind of puts himself between Darius and the downed dinosaur. Felix, you're up.
Can I get to this dinosaur with 30 feet of movement? Am I close enough to do that, or?
You are.
Yeah. All right. So Felix just keeps walking at kind of the same measured pace. Just walks towards the dinosaur. I'm gonna walk right up to it, and I'm just gonna just in his like coveralls, just kind of with his bracelets and just kind of barehanded, just gonna start like touching the dinosaur and read like. I wondered if they would have feathers but this skin, very interesting scale pattern, armor back, and he's just kind of just checking it out.
Okay.
And that's actually, can I do like can I use my action to just kind of ascertain anything interesting about this creature?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll an investigation for me.
That's a 23.
Amazing. Yeah, as you're kind of touching its skin, and as it's sort of like almost flailing around, but you manage to kind of keep your hands on it, and as it's kind of open its mouth, you can even see inside. And you're familiar with basic, anatomy of certain beasts, etc. But as it kind of like is flailing, you can see inside its mouth. You see these strange purple lines. Where you expect to just see the interior sort of fleshiness of the mouth. You see this fleshiness, but these strange purple almost veins that seem to be running within the beast itself that really stands apart from the rest of the obvious bestial flesh that it has on the exterior. What you can tell is very hurt, seems to be in pain, in a state of panic. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Felix will just kind of be very interested as he's doing that, and he'll say to anybody who's kind of close enough to hear, like, "Oh, it's very hurt right now. Seems kind of upset." And that's my turn.
Okay, awesome. Up to the top, those that you see Elion talking to the female at the top. So Elion, the female does reply, they have to put these here myself. That's my job. Step aside. And you see her walk about 15 feet to the edge, and you see her remove one of these metal rods from her back and slowly insert it in the ground. And Elion, you hear her start to mumble as she, from a pouch, starts to bring out, it looks like some sort of sludge or black mud or something, as she kind of like runs it down the rod as she jams it deep into the ground. And you see now the remaining 3 feet, just like the other rods are. And as she does this, with your detect magic kind of still up, you do see a quick flame of flash or illumination from the top of this rod as it dissipates. She kind of just stands up and turns around and starts walking towards the other side of the path. Darius, you're up.
Sorry. Are we killing this thing or not? I will stand by to see if anyone responds. And I will hold an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. For what will
Can
trigger this
I-
blast?
If someone says yes.
Can I use my reaction to answer his question?
Sure.
So as Darius calls out, Felix will say, I would say you're definitely on track to killing it. It is quite wounded.
I guess that's my turn.
Okay. And so what's going to trigger this Eldritch Blast?
If someone tells me to attack it.
Okay. Gotcha. Lapidus, you're up. This thing is flailing, bleeding on the ground. Felix
see
is
it.
standing sort of in front of you as you are 10 feet away, kind of caressing its chin.
I see it. I see its pain. I hear Felix and what he said. I hear Darius and I hear Jak. And I put my axe away.
Okay.
And I go to wrestle it down. Hand to hand combat.
So it's already prone.
I'm gonna wrestle it to make it stay down. Grapple him. Grapple him.
Okay. Okay.
Somehow. Ah!
So you want to try and kind of pin it to the ground?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. go ahead
I
and-
want to. If I
Maybe
succeed,
too
I know how I
flexible.
want this to look. I know.
It's tested strength check.
Is this at advantage?
Yes,
Is it
because you're
strength
raging.
check? Yeah. Yes. 18 plus 10. Oh no, plus 9. So 27. They're pretty strong though. So what did roll?
It rolled an 18.
Oh. Plus what?
Sorry, it rolled a 14.
Oh, okay. So I jump onto its. I guess it's like on its side. It's so cute. Ah. Oh, my camera's off. My gosh, I've been sitting here like. Ah. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm going to grapple it with my hands, and as I'm touching it, you see the same spectral type branches you've seen me yoink people closer to me for fun battle mechanics. Just stretch and all over its body and just try to pin it down, and I just go shh into its ear.
Okay. Yeah, as it's writhing beneath you, kicking tail kind of wildly swinging, and these kind of vines and branches kind of come out and pin it down to the ground as it immediately tries to break free. You just see it kind of try to put its 2 feet into the ground, try to push. If you could do another strength check for me, please. At advantage, of course.
I got double 17s.
Excellent.
So
Well,
27.
You rolled a 6, so
Oh.
you hear this wail cry of pain and fear come from this beast as it's trying to wriggle free.
Can I
But
use
on
my
the-
reaction to so again?
Jak, you're up. You're muted.
So this thing's on the ground, writhing around in pain.
Lapidus is on top of it. Yes, got it pinned down with these kind of vines and stuff stretching into the ground.
Yeah. Jak's gonna look to the lady to see if she is gonna say anything.
Yeah,
Real
so kind of having called out to her if this is hers and her not responding to you. But you did see her talk to Elion. You've seen her put one of these rods on one side of the path, and you can see her clearly walking over to the other side of the path, but has not responded to you.
Okay. Jak's going to kind of walk to the beast. He's going to look at Reen and he's going to kind of like nod to her to fly closer to him. Go ahead, land on him. Let's be nice and see what we can do. And he's going to walk up to it and he's going to put his hands on it and he's going to start like kind of rubbing its body, like its back or its tail or whatever is close. And he's going to kind of pat it. Be like, it's all right. It's all right. And as he does that, he is going to attempt to cure wounds it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a heal.
Excellent, excellent. That is a 6 on the die, so +2, so 8 points of healing.
Okay.
And if he sees any like open like wounds near him, he's gonna like target that. Like he's gonna try to like clean it up as he kind of pets it.
Yeah.
Trying to calm it down with a lot of like calming sound.
For
in
sure.
his voice.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can see kind of the gashes across, and you just kind of like run your hand down it. You can see the neck, the gash kind of started to seal up just a little bit. You say these soothing words and kind of trying to use your skills to get some calming points that you would hope would be on this beast. You give me an animal handling check, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ooh, that's an 18 on the die of +6 for a 24.
Okay. Yeah, you see the wound start to close up, and the movement of the beast starts to slow a little bit. Still kind of moaning in pain, but you can see that its body language kind of going to a little bit more of a relaxed state, but you can still sense a bit of panic within it.
Can Jak get to like the face of this thing?
Yeah, you could. Yeah. You can use
Okay.
all your movement.
Yeah, Jak will expend all movement required, and he'll basically just like look in its eyes and see if it can see him as he's like doing all that patting and calming and stuff like that.
Yeah, as you're doing that, you're kind of looking past as Felix is kind of still holding it there. You see him kind of almost staring into the mouth of this beast.
Excellent.
Yeah, staring into its eyes, as you can tell fear within its eyes. Although it looks like you're trying to calm the beast, it still obviously has a lot of fear and panic within it.
Yeah, and Jak would look to Felix. Would you be able to heal it as well? And then that'll be it for Jak.
Okay. At this point, Elion, so the lady had walked over, put one of the rods down, take a few more steps towards the other side of the path. Just explaining that these rods are to keep the stupid beasts at bay. What do you wish to do? If you're back. Might not be.
Can we take turns doing crazy stuff with this character?
No.
No. So he will stay with this girl. He can see his objective is to see if replacing the rods that he destroyed will get things back the way they should be.
Hello?
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hi. Okay, sorry. I don't.
All good.
What am I doing?
So you went up to the lady and asked her, what they are. She had explained that the rods are to keep the stupid beasts at bay. So she put one of the rods on one side of the path and was walking over towards the other side. You can see her reaching for another rod.
Are we at the path where the rods were destroyed? Or,
Yes.
Okay, so she's already fixing the mistake, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like.
And sorry, looking at the beasts or what's happening with my group, what's the rundown of the situation right now with them? What do we see?
Yeah, for sure. So right now, about 50 feet kind of down the path where you can see just off the path, the beast is now on its side, You see Lapidus kind of straddling the top of it. You see these vines kind of pinning the beast to the ground. You see Reen up top on the beast. And you can see what looks like Felix and Jak. Kind of looks like almost like they're massaging or rubbing the neck or head of this thing.
Okay, so it looks handled.
Yes.
Okay. I got to turn back to the lady and just... my detect magic should still be up, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Do I see the same effect on her head as Felix? Like this?
You do
like
not. No, you do not. And looking past Felix, just on the edge of range of your spell, you no longer see that glow from his head.
Okay. But she's still talking very monotone, like very calm. Okay. So annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna turn to her and just say, "Great, apologies for the accident. How do these things work exactly?"
Okay. Nothing else for you?
I'll detect thoughts on her.
Okay. Sounds good. When it comes around to her, we'll give you a little insight. Trey, or you are up. Unless you wanted to move at all, Elion. You kind of just.
If I'm next to her, I'm okay.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, Trey. A little bit of a delay, but we'll get there, Trey. What do you want to do?
Okay. So it definitely seems to be like things are getting calmed down quite a bit. Trying to keep the beast under control. And it seems like that's mostly the goal of what this lady's trying to accomplish anyway, is setting up this sort of perimeter to keep things defended. I think Trey is going to let these guys handle this creature, and he's going to start moving over towards Elion and the unknown person to maybe try to learn a bit more about these rods, see what they're all about.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So about 20 feet will get you up to where the female is.
Sure. He'll come walking up.
Okay, and for an action
I'm
bonus-
assuming that she and Elion are like mid-conversation, so he's not just going to like dive right in and try to disrupt it. But I think he'll come walking up and basically stand beside Elion, basically waiting until it makes sense to speak in the conversation.
Yeah, so as you're kind of taking and watching the battlefield, you can see that Elion kind of did run up to meet her, but she almost ignored him. You could see she said something, but she went off one of these rods and just started walking across. So it doesn't look like she's holding a conversation. It looks like she's just doing her thing. So if you do want to engage in conversation or say something to her while she's walking past you, definitely can.
If you don't mind me asking, these rods, it seems like they're meant to keep the beast at bay, but they had a bit of effect on my party members as well. So how do you manage to stave off the effects long enough for them to be useful to you?
All right, perfect. Anything else for you?
No, thank you.
Awesome. All right, Felix, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna. So as I've kind of checked the mouth and that and saw what I saw, I'll answer Jak's question. Like, no, I don't have anything to heal it. Sorry, and I'll walk around. I'm gonna walk around like to the other side and try and get like by its tail, and I'm just gonna examine to see if I can identify if it has any kind of like identifying genitalia to see what gender that this creature might be.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So if I have to use an action or whatever to investigate it further and see what else I can learn about this creature.
Yeah, absolutely. You get over by its rear end, kind of underneath where its tail is, and go ahead and roll an investigation for me.
All right, here we go. It's 26.
26. As you study the anatomy, you do not see any penis. So you ascertain that this would be a female version of whatever beast that this is.
Would I know anything about this type of creature in terms of like, do I think that it lays eggs? Do I think that maybe it has laid eggs? Like, is there anything identifying on it that, like, you know, maybe it has mothered young or anything like that?
Yeah. So yeah, with that investigation, as you try to compare it to beasts and things that you have studied before, you see no indication that it has given birth or that is currently pregnant, from what you can tell. You're pretty certain that this beast is its own individual entity without having given birth to anything. You are unsure, however, because you haven't seen a beast like this before, if it would lay eggs or give birth to an actual beast. Roll history for me.
Okay. I'm good at that. Oh, well, I rolled a 2, but I have a +8, so it's a 10.
It's a 10. Yes, there's really not much documentation about this type of beast in the history books, so nothing really to compare it to.
Felix will say, well, it appears to be a female. It does look very upset still. I think that maybe based on what we heard, that those rods are really upsetting her. And that's my turn.
Okay, awesome. Up at the top, Elion and Trey, you see the female continue to the other side as she responds to Elion. They're a gift from our god, and they won't affect them if they're not stupid. She replies to you, Trey, with that, as she leans down and starts putting another rod in that side of the path. Darius, you're up.
Nobody responded to me about killing it.
Well, I
Felix
kind of restrained it.
did.
Felix responded. He
Yeah.
said that you guys are killing it based on.
Okay, so sorry to clarify. Nobody told me yes or no that we're killing it.
That is correct.
But I saw a bunch of people dump healing into it.
You did.
Okay, so I will just kind of like look at it and be like, sorry. And I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. So you start walking up the path. Anything else for you?
No, but I will stop here and kind of be like, so what's all this about? And that will be my turn.
Okay, absolutely. Elabidus, you still have this thing kind of pinned down for the moment. You see your friends healing it. See a ring on the top. See Felix inspecting its rear end. What do you wish to do?
Whisper in its ear. Shh. And like stroke it.
Okay. Are you wanting to maintain the grapple to the ground, or are you just whispering and
Yeah. Oh
stroking
yeah.
it?
Yeah. It's still flailing, right? It's still kind of, you know.
Jak had calmed it a little bit, but it is definitely still in a panic. It's just not as
I'll
panicky as it was.
You got it. I'll keep it as it is. I'll try to keep it restrained. And,
Alrighty.
Yeah. Use my bonus action to. Well, do I get my rage if I do a strength?
Your grapple is essentially like an
Yeah.
attack action, so you're good. 21.
Closing strength? Oh, just 22. As I whisper in its ear again.
Anything else for you?
The stroking. The stroking.
Of course, yes. Bonus
Yes.
action stroke. Yeah.
Yeah, bonus.
So just to be clear, you've whispered in its ear while you're stroking it. Anything else?
Yeah.
Sorry, did I miss? Did we stop talking about D&D all of a sudden?
So yeah, as you pin this thing down, as it realizes that it cannot move, you see it aggressively start to shake and start to build up again as it tries to throw you off. Another strength.
I'm gonna use my reaction and just say, I don't think it's really very happy with you.
What's your strength roll, Lapidus? Do you want to respond to Felix?
Oh, sorry, 26. I would just shh louder.
Well, he rolled a 9, so he starts flailing, whipping his tail around, but unable to break free of you. He keeps flopping. Jak, you see this.
Don't misgender the dinosaur, please.
She is flopping around, tail hitting the ground. Jak, what do you wish to do to the stranded female that Lapidus is whispering into her ear and stroking?
Jak is going to look up to Lapidus, and he's going to say, I think we should let it go, and I think it'll run back into the woods.
Okay.
As he is going to pat it again and go, it's okay, get on out of here. And yeah, hopefully people listen.
Okay. We'll kind of maintain your animal handling, the last roll, as you continue to try and calm the beast, or keep it calm. Reen remains on the top, still vigilant if anything goes south, kind of holding attack action unless you had anything specific for her.
Nope.
Okay.
Jak trusts her.
Okay, perfect. So Elion, you're getting this response from the female explaining this was given by her gods. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I caught that part of the response. I didn't catch the end part of the response.
Yeah, she was basically responding to Trey, as he had asked, what can we do to, stop our friends from being affected by them? And she just said that if they're not stupid, they won't be affected.
So only the stupid people are being affected?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Interesting. And I've noticed no difference in Jak.
No. Other than him running off into the forest earlier, as well as Lapidus. No.
Too far.
Okay. Right, I'll apologize again. Do you know what type of magic is used on these? Your gods used? What is your god's name?
Okay.
And then, did you give me an insight on what she was talking last time?
What do you mean? Oh, with the
Sorry,
deep thoughts? Right.
Yeah.
So you got calmness, but not exactly what you read from Felix. You can tell that she is a little bit confused as to the actions that are happening, and she kind of glances down the path, but yet maintains her composure. You can tell that she has this focus, almost repeating these phrases within her head, that when she first put when she's starting to put the rod down, you can hear her kind of say these out loud. But she seems very focused on what she's doing. She's not really reacting too much to the actions happening down to the bottom of the path.
Okay. And then glancing over there, do I see them letting the dinosaur go, or has that not actually happened?
No, you see Lapidus continuously restraining the dinosaur as it's kind of crying out.
Okay.
Yeah, continuing to restrain it.
I'll look to her like, do not worry. They mean them no harm. We're just passing through. We're not aware of how things work around here. Sorry, what was your god's name? Maybe I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Trey, what do you wish to do next?
I think Trey is going to be curious if there are so many of these rods. They're probably spaced out and maybe have a pattern to them. So I think Trey wants to sort of study that for a second to see, like, is there a repeating, like, effectively like a lattice that they create, or is she sort of just tossing them down willy-nilly?
Okay, yeah, roll a perception for me. Did we lose you? Trey! Trey!
Snake! Snake!
Classic.
Dun 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 dun.
I wonder if he's going between like D&D Beyond on the app and then
Oh, and that's
back
what's
to
kicking
beating
it
a
out.
ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should just roll it for him.
Is murdering everything, so I'm just gonna roll
Yeah.
this here die. The spinny one, spin to win. We're gonna get a 10 on the die.
Okay, I got your character sheet here if you...
I'm gonna assume a bonus of like +5, so we'll call it a 15.
It's +9.
Well, you could probably actually see the bonus.
Yeah, so you got a 19 total.
That's nice, so 19 total.
Perfect. So you, distance-wise, as you're going down the path and you try to think back, you don't remember, because of kind of the path moving and such, it's hard to tell the exact distance between the rods themselves, but you can see when she's aligning them on the path that they're exactly opposite each other. You can tell that she made an effort to make sure that it was exactly lined up opposite the other one, not willy-nilly. So you definitely ascertain that there is some sort of pattern to these, although you're not 100% sure what it would be.
Okay, and I assume that sort of stretches down the path as far as we can see.
Yeah. If you had the gauge, it's about anywhere between 100 and 200 feet that these are kind of spread out. It doesn't seem to be specific in regards to distance down the path.
There's another one opposite.
Yeah. She just placed one and then, yeah. Yeah, you notice down the path that exactly when there's one on the left, there's one on the right.
Gotcha. Okay. We're putting the pieces together.
All right, and that's it for you? I'm just going to keep Buccaneer Trey within range.
Thank you.
As Trey moves up there. Okay, Felix. After a thorough inspection of this female species, you see Lapidus still kind of pinning it down. What would you like to do?
I think Felix has kind of seen everything he wants to see with this guy or with this mother. or female dinosaur, and he'll just step away, I guess, as it's flailing around, and yeah, I don't know. I'll try and put some distance and kind of move her over to where back towards the path, and it's just whatever my movement is, like 30 feet to get over there, as far as I can go away from the dinosaur, and yeah, it's
okay.
I guess I'll just look around and say, yeah. So I don't know. There's not much else for me to learn about this thing. What are we doing? And that's my turn.
Okay. Perfect. As you do that, Darius, Trey, and Elion, you can see that this female finishes putting in that other rod. As she kind of turns around and looks down the path. There, we shouldn't be breaking those rods, though. Yeah, to protect us and answer your question. Oboloth. God's name. I do not know what magic is used. It's magic of God.
What was the god's name? Sorry.
Oboloth.
Oboloth.
Yes.
Have I heard that name before?
Roll a history.
11 on the dice. I think it's +7.
+3.
Oh, okay. So
No,
14.
you're not. No, it doesn't ring any bells.
Okay. Am I a little like taken aback by it not ringing bells? I usually am pretty versed in like the lore of gods.
Yeah, but you do know that, you know, there's still certain things that are not within your grasp, so maybe outside of.
Yeah, okay.
You're just confident you've never heard of that name before.
Okay. Okay.
Darius, you are up. Looks like the dinosaurs are strained. This lady kind of turned after putting the rod, just standing there, doesn't seem to be moving anywhere.
Sorry, the effect that these rods seem to give off, is there a way to make a person immune to it?
Yes, if you're blessed by the god. I can grant you a temporary blessing if you wish to come with me.
Well, I mean, I don't need it. They don't seem to be affecting me, but a few of my party seem to not be doing so well.
If you wish to all come with me, I can bless them temporarily.
Have you met your god?
Only those that are chosen meet the god.
So, just... I'm sorry, I'm a little out of touch with your god. I've never heard of him before. He's alive and here. You can speak with him, see him.
No, I've never seen him face to face. He speaks to us in our dreams.
Darius shoots a worried look at Elion. How does somebody get chosen to speak to your god?
Live your life in servitude of the god in the hopes that you are chosen.
What does your god ask of you?
Me, I am a pathwalker. Many others have other roles.
Right, so obviously there's a religion around this god, correct?
Just to live your life as best you can.
When he comes to you in your dreams, what does he say?
To walk the path, to make them safe, to guide those that are lost.
Interesting. Okay. Well, okay, so if our friends are currently affected by these rods, what do we do?
It may be better to leave them to die.
Yep, nope, not an option.
Then we can speak with the others and see what can be done.
What others? Also, why do you seem like so eerily calm?
There's no need to waste energy when it's not required. It's best used for what is needed of us. While this conversation's happening, with the beast clearly restrained, unable to break free, if anybody wants to do anything, you consider everybody out of combat currently.
Nice.
The beast still wriggling, trying to break free, so on Labitus, until you decide to release it, it will be pinned there.
I will release it. This is when I would release it.
It immediately, as soon as it finds its footing, starts charging away from the path. And as it does, you can see it lurching forwards. You see pieces of vomit start to spit out of the mouth of this beast as it starts to run away from the path. As it runs off, you see the bushes and the trees kind of pushing out of the way. We will take a break. Be right back to resume the conversation.
Lapidus is as intelligent as an ankylosaurus.
All right, welcome back. As we left off, the Lapidus had finally released the large beast from having it pinned down as it ran off, kind of yelping and throwing up as it ran away from the path. The strange female having reinstalled 2 of these strange rods yet again, talking about some sort of god, Obaloth, and offering some guidance or protection from these rods, temporarily at least, if the group wants to go with her. So yeah, she says, you, Darius, I give you temporary blessings for the ones that need it.
Do they have to be here, or can you send it to them?
No, I must apply it myself.
Oh, shit. Mastos! I mean, Lapidus!
Well, yes.
She's got to do something to you. It's going to make you not affected by these things.
You agree to
I'll
all
be
come
right
with me
there.
to the others.
Pardon?
You agree to all come with me to the others.
What others?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
I think that sounds interesting.
I wanna dive
wouldn't
deeper.
mind seeing it.
Very well. Yeah, as she's saying these, just the surface thoughts alone, you do get like the images of more people, and you do get feelings of her quickly thinking about a village of some type. But you want to push beyond that?
Yeah, that's what I do now. I just violate people.
Between me holding them down and you penetrating them,
So, let's see. Let me just quickly grab her.
She sounds like she's stacked in wisdom.
She's wisdom maxing.
She immediately turns to look at you with a frown. I don't recommend you do that. That's not right. She kind of twists her head with an angry look towards you.
And I just go, sorry, we must know, and I do it again.
Felix, you get an immediate thought that this person is a friend, and Elion for some reason is trying to hurt her.
Elion, why are you trying to hurt our friend here? That's not a good idea.
Do I get anywhere on the second attempt, or?
You do not.
Interesting.
She steps back and staggers a little bit and looks towards Darius. I cannot bring you to the others with this aggression.
I'll just look at her and I'm like, it's not aggression. We've dealt with people pretending to be other people. I generally just need to check to make sure you are who you appear to be. With everything that's going on, I apologize. I've seen enough.
Elion, this woman is our friend. She's exactly who she says that she is.
Sorry,
think that it's
you
a bit
say friend.
strange.
Do you know her?
Do you believe this, Felix? She is a friend?
Yes, she is. She is our friend. I think that perhaps you are just suspicious because you are not who you appear to be.
Right. I'll look to her and I'll just say, if
Felix says your friend, then I apologize and I will withdraw. But I'll step back.
Okay. That's 2 different apologies for 2 different actions, and I've just met you. This is not a good first meeting.
Wait, sorry. Above table, 2 different apologies for 2 different actions?
Yeah, you apologize for breaking the rods, and now you're apologizing for...
Oh, right, okay. Makes sense. Right, I did break the rods. I'm out of control. I will step back. I don't know why I'm being so aggressive. And I will walk to the back of the group and stand in the back and kind of bow my head.
Okay. And as you're kind of walking, she turns to you, Felix, and kind of nods her head. You call me friend. You know me, or our God? And as she says this, Felix, you get that overwhelming feeling of somebody watching you intently. Do you wish to lean into that, to try to figure that out, or do you just let it be?
Yeah. Felix's inquisitiveness would cause him to want to know. Definitely curious as to what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as this feeling kind of washes and you try to kind of latch on to it, you turn your head a little bit and you try to think in, almost like trying to grasp the threads as they're kind of slipping through your fingers. Roll a charisma saving throw, please.
Uh-oh. $18.
As in your mind, you're trying to laser in on what this feeling is or who this may be, and kind of grasping, pulling at these strings, and mentally you get a hold of them, and you hold them tight, and you almost in your mind hear snapping as you kind of release your fingers in your mind. All of a sudden, that watching feeling is gone. All of a sudden, you feel this rush of excitement as you look around, and you kind of see off in the distance the dinosaur running away. You see the rods beside you. You see Lapidus standing with blood kind of still gushing out of him with his axe, and a surge of emotions and excitement start coming back to you now.
I still have the memory of everything of all the stuff we've just done. What are my feelings towards this stranger now? After this happening.
Yeah, looking at her, you do not know why you called her friend. You have no feelings towards this person.
Yeah, I'll just kind of quickly shake my head and look around and kind of just look at everybody, and there's a visible kind of confusion and distress on Felix's face as he looks around kind of at everybody, and then he looks at this woman and just kind of locks in his gaze on her, and he says, who are you?
Darius immediately snaps and looks at Felix. Felix?
I'd like to detect thoughts on Felix currently.
Okay. Yeah, his service thoughts, you immediately get kind of this rush of excitement, almost like he's immediately assessing the situation. A complete contrast from about 10 minutes ago, where it was nothing but calmness.
Whatever's happened, Felix seems to have snapped out of it, and
Why don't we let him speak for himself?
Very well. Felix?
Something here was affecting my mind. I don't know what it was, causing interesting thoughts and emotions or lack of emotions. I don't know where that came from or what has been going on, and he looks at the woman again and he says, but I definitely know that you have something to do with it, and I want to know who you are and what this is.
I am the Pathwalker, and this is the work of our god.
Why don't we go see her people?
Yes, you may come to the village if you all stay calm. She kind of turns and looks towards Elion.
I just kind of like look behind me, and then realize she is talking about me. Not used to being singled out like that. Oh yes, sorry. I will remain calm.
If we wish to proceed without further issue, then may the idiots please step forward.
Darius smirks.
step forward.
Jack.
Wait, why am I an idiot?
Hold on.
I've been wondering that this entire time. I'm so glad that you've come to this conclusion. Finally.
So you don't have a name. You kind of introduce yourself with a title. I'm Felix Tinkerspark. What is your name?
They just call me the Pathfinder. Most of us don't need names, just our task.
How far is your village? How many people are in there?
Darius just goes, culty.
It's about a 3 or 4 hour walk from here. And about 30 to 50 people, maybe.
I'm gonna say internally. What do you make of this? I don't get a good feeling from her. And she seems quite powerful for someone that seems so drone-like.
She does, but her people will have answers to what we're looking for, if they're the ones that live here.
How do you know this? I don't... Feels like you have knowledge beyond me, but how would that be possible?
I don't have knowledge beyond what we know. I'm just open to more than you. A closed book.
Alright. And I'll say to the group, our people have the answers. I think we follow the Pathwalker.
Well, do we know? Like, why don't you ask her? Ask her what you're looking for. Maybe she has the answer. She's right here. And he looks at her. We came here in search of something. A clay. Do you know about this?
The living clay.
I don't. What is?
We use clay for many things. A living clay, however, I'm not aware of such a thing. What is this for? What does it do?
It is said that it can help heal someone we care about.
If you are chosen, perhaps you can ask the god.
The clay you used, does it have magical properties like your rods here, or do you just make, bowls and other things that aren't as useful?
The potter makes things with it. Plates, bowls.
Also, I wouldn't really call those things useless, Elion. They're quite useful.
I just said not as useful. I think a magical plate would be probably more useful than just a normal plate.
Unless it's trying to kill you.
Well, also might be useful depending on who wants me dead.
Okay, so to the village, yes?
Which
Is that what people want to do?
I mean,
Luckily-
I think we have to go that way anyway. From what I was told, we had to go through the village or by the village or something.
go through the village to where? Where are you going?
Does Darius remember? Was he shown?
Yeah. The map was pulled out in front of everybody.
So he'll just explain it.
Okay, so you kind of point to the north where the
Yeah.
So, you're going to worship Abaloth. That's where they reside.
Oh dear God. Oh, wonderful. Yep, that's where we're going.
But you cannot go there without blessings and acceptance.
Or else what?
You would die.
But why?
For many reasons. The guardians, the giants. Could be any of them.
Okay, how do we get permission to go there?
You must be chosen.
By whom? Or what?
The first step is being accepted to TN.
Oh God. Okay, let's just go to this village and see what this is. If I have to cut any fingers off, though, I'm not doing it.
You may keep all of your appendages. I don't wish more issue. Please step forward, those of you that are below average intelligence.
Again, Darius turns and looks at Jak.
I step forward even more.
Felix is going to turn. Felix is
Walks
going
faster.
to kind of step back away from her, and wants to. I don't know, like if you expect that we're kind of standing how it's shown here, or where people are positioned.
Pretty similar. Like everything's got a little bit closer now, I think, as the conversation was kind of coming together.
Felix, I want to turn and I'm going to turn and walk away as she's telling people to step forward, and I'm going to stop in between Jak and Trey so that my back is to this woman, and I'm going to say quietly, but like enough that the two of them can hear me. We can't trust these people. Be on your guard. And then Felix will just walk past them, just trying to make it look like he hasn't said anything, and just trying to very nonchalant.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a stealth.
$17.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, you both hear this from Felix as he kind of passes you by. As he does that, Lapidus, just a few feet now from the female, she reaches into her pouch and kind of this strange black-brown, almost muddy substance within her fingers, and she holds out her hand and gestures for you to put your hand in hers.
Can I get a picture of this girl before I put my hand in? You know, I just want to know how I'm playing this out.
Yeah, you know what? It's a good question, because at a distance, you just seen a female walking with a dirty brown cloak. As you get a better view of her, you can see that she has very tanned features. Her hair color is hard to tell. It almost looks like it would be blonde, but yet it looks very filthy. It could be brown. You're not sure if the coloration of the hair is from filth and dirt and dust, or if that is a natural hair color. You can see she doesn't look, she has kind of markings across her face as if she hasn't fully bathed in a long time either. The clothes she's wearing underneath the cloak look very ragged. She's wearing long leather pants and leather boots. But you can tell that her clothes are not upkept very well and very well worn. and a very monotone look on her face. Not much smiling or sadness or anything.
Okay, so actually, if Darius had seen that, he would have been like, "Do you not have water in your village?"
We do. There is a well that we can use.
Do you not have like somewhere that you could maybe bathe?
We do when it's required. I walk the paths. It's not usually people.
Okay, well, I mean, I can help you. Do you mind?
Do I mind? You do what?
And I will snap my fingers and clean her.
He kind of looks down and... For what purpose do I need to be clean?
It just makes you look nicer and smell nicer.
Very well. She reaches out towards Lapidus's hand. So how are you playing at
reach out.
Lapidus now that you know?
I'm just now that I know she's this grubby, dirty mud hippie.
Clean now.
I'm just it's clean now. What does she look like now?
Oh my
Is she a baddie now?
What is she wearing now?
I'm just
Oh my gosh. So you reach out your hand?
yes, gently.
Yeah,
Touch hers.
absolutely. Yeah, so she puts her hand out. As you do put your hand in hers, you can feel not calluses, but you can definitely feel like these are working hands. She puts her other hand on top and kind of over the back of your hand. She starts to kind of rub this black substance and start muttering some words. And Trey, Elion, and Darius, you were there, but Trey and Elion, you were close enough whenever she was planting these kind of rods in the ground, and you could tell a lot of the similar phrases that she was saying, as she's also doing while putting this in the back of Lapidus's hand. It only takes a few seconds, and then she kind of nods her head, and you'll be protected temporarily. Keep this intact. And she steps back. You look down, you see this kind of, you couldn't even call it a symbol. The shape that is on there, it seems to be completely sporadic. The pattern itself, you see no trace of a pattern. It looks randomly smudged on the back of your hand. And she turns to Jak.
I want to, while she did this, have been watching really intently to see if I can ascertain anything about it, if I think that anything that she did to Lapidus is harmful in any way.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can roll investigation while you're kind of studying over this action.
That Ankylosaurus did leave, right?
Yeah, I ran
He's
off.
not just chilling there listening to our conversation.
She's gonna know all our secrets. The dinosaur. I got a 27 on investigation.
Amazing. Yeah, so as she's applying it and you kind of study this, you do not pick up anything harmful. When you're looking at the actions and how she executed this, you almost compare it to a more nature-based version of how you enhance your items. That's how you're kind of putting it together. There's something happening there that is almost enhanced, but not harmful. Seems safe from what you can tell.
Okay. With that knowledge, I'll just kind of stand back and let things play out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jak.
when she looks at Jak, he'll just kind of put his hand up. I'm good, thank you.
You may die if that happens again. If you run off into the woods, and I'm not here to stop the Guardians, you will die. If you're okay with that, we may proceed.
What caused me to run off?
The gifts Oh my God, protect us. The animals, not intelligent enough to bypass them. It seems you are but the mind of an animal.
Felix will stand beside Jak and just say, don't worry, bud. It's going to be fine. I promise. We're going to be good. And Felix is going to, as he does that, he's going to kind of like slap Jak's arm. And when he does, Jak, you feel like a kind of like this bracelet or armband kind of like attach to your arm. And Felix is going to say, don't worry about it. We're going to be good. We need this. We just need this to go forward. And I'm going to ready an action to activate that bracelet if anybody tries to do anything harmful to Jak.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, she reaches out. Jak, do you... She's still kind of standing there with her hand as if for you to place yours in hers.
Jak kind of like holds his hand up and looks at it. I don't understand what you think. Or I don't think you. I don't understand what you mean by a mind like an animal. Or I guess he's kind of irked that she's insulting his intelligence.
Yeah. She kind of like reaches to take the hand. That would make sense that you don't understand.
Yes.
Starts rubbing the kind of the paste on the back of your hand as she's muttering some words.
That can be canon. Darius 100% would have laughed at that.
Yeah, just after a few seconds, and she mutters a few words. You kind of feel a little bit of a warming sensation in your hand, but it dissipates very quickly. Is that everyone that would require assistance?
Did anybody else feel any effect by these things?
Well,
what about
on a
you?
scale of
Trey
1
is,
to 20, how
he's really gonna
would you need
be
to have?
very nonchalant with the way that he steps forward.
Sorry, it was delayed and then it cut off a little bit. Could you say that
Yeah.
again, Tyler?
Yeah, sorry guys. Basically, Trey is gonna disguise his stepping forward with like knocking dust off his pants and like clapping his hands together, like getting a little closer to her and standing side by side with Jak as he holds his hand in the same way that Jak did before. But Trey doesn't actually say anything. He just presents himself in the exact same way, but with confidence.
For sure. She kind of turns and just kind of looks at you intently and then, holds out her hand for you to place in. And she kind of dips into her pouch again and starts smearing this in the back of your hand. A procedure now you've seen twice. And again, you kind of feel this warm sensation for a quick second. Then it's gone. She takes a step back and kind of looks at the group. It's about 3 or 4 hour walk from here. It is going to be night soon. There is a camp that I have halfway there if we wish to use that to rest.
If we need something sooner as well, I can make something.
It's up to you. I do not mind traversing through the night, however, the others will be asleep.
Okay, well, let's go and we'll just kind of decide as we go.
Very well. Slings her backpack on, this big long backpack. You can see multiple of these rods. You can kind of see almost poking out the back. She kind of has a flap kind of strapped and tied on it, but you can kind of see them glimmering in there as she turns and starts to slowly walk north up the path.
Darius is gonna hang back until Felix catches up with him. And that's assuming Felix is going to walk forward, so I'll kind of leave the ball in your court.
Yeah, he will. Yep.
And he's just going to kind of lean over and be like, any idea what happened to you?
I don't know yet.
You didn't, like, pick anything up or read anything, or nobody whispered something in your ear?
Yeah, it wasn't in my ear. It was in my mind.
So, the living clay came from a meteor, right?
You probably understand it better than I do.
That's all I know. So, understand might be maybe a strong word.
I think we just need to be on our guard. It's possible that following this stranger could help us achieve our goals, but we cannot trust these people. We need to be very careful.
Oh, I don't trust them. Don't worry. But I think if you... I don't know if you can figure out what happened to you, but if you can, then maybe we'll know what happened to her, and we might know how to stop it. How did you get out of it?
It was like I broke some kind of grasp inside my mind, like I could feel it wrapping around me. I think so. It must have been, but different than any magic that I've ever known.
Oh, even when I tried to identify it, all I got was a weird, almost like a pulse in your head, but that was it.
It was like there was somebody there, like I could feel somebody watching me.
Okay, maybe we get this done faster than... or sooner than later, rather.
Just steel your mind and be ready for anything. I don't know what awaits us at this camp or this village. We need to be wary of how many people there are, and I don't know. Look, whatever was influencing me, it made me feel like this person was more of a friend to me than you guys are. That's not something we can trust.
So it wants us. And if something wants us, well, I think that's an easy way to get an audience, don't you?
True enough.
All right. Well, we know where we need to go then. We know what we need to do. I'm not ready to fight a god.
We'll just be ready to make our exit if needed.
Well, we got to get the clay, even if we grab the clay and run. But then I imagine we'll have a whole village of more or less zombies coming after us.
Don't worry. I still have some tricks up my sleeve if that happens.
What if it takes you over again? And uses those tricks against us.
That could be a problem, but I think I have a good handle on it now. Don't worry.
All right, well, let's move. Not die. I'm actually gonna... She said Abeloth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you stall them for like 5 to 10 minutes? Just like either if they're gonna, if you can, and if they want to start walking, just make them walk really, really slowly.
All right. See what I can do.
I'm gonna head like as far to the back of the group as possible until I'm like out of earshot of her, and I'm gonna reach out to Demantrum.
Okay. Yeah, she is slowly walking up the path, but maintaining a very slow pace.
Felix is gonna run up and be like, "Hey, Pathfinder, right? That's what that's your title,
Pathwalker.
sorry, Pathwalker. That's right. It's one of those unusual names, like it's really easy to remember a lot of really common names, like Tinkerspark. Like a lot of people have a name like that, but Pathwalker, like that's really unusual. Wait, don't. If you could stop just path walking for a second, I actually had some really interesting questions for you. I wanted to ask more about these rods. They're very interesting design. I actually had an idea for a design like this back home, and Felix is just going to ramble about this and try to keep her from walking away.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a performance.
Okay. Okay, so I got a 16, and I'm going to use my flash of genius to turn that into a 20.
Awesome. Yeah, as you're walking and saying this, although she has sort of a dead stare forwards, as you continue, she kind of turns to watch you speak, seeming to have gotten her attention. She kind of slows her pace a little bit more to a sort of a slow shuffle forwards. Not really showing you any facial reactions to what you're saying, but obviously intently listening to every word that you're saying.
Yeah, okay. And Felix is just going to continue on. I really find it interesting, how it reacts to different people's levels of intelligence, and I'd really be curious to know how you reach. And it just keeps going while Darius is going to do what he needs to do.
Awesome. Yeah, Darius, you kind of slow your pace, kind of going to the back of the group. While you do that, anybody else within the group want to do anything specific, or kind of just keeping pace?
Me keeping pace.
Yeah, keeping pace.
Okay.
Also keeping pace.
Okay, we'll wait for a minute for trade.
Yeah, for them to have such curious names that is practically just an identification of their occupation, I think Trey's going to kind of mull that about, and they'll start sort of scanning the horizon to see if there's the sky painter or the moon swallower or something like that.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception while you're walking. Oh, actually, yeah, you roll physical dice and I'll give you your modifier. The crash out.
Uh-oh. Can we see this?
This is natural.
That's not very well. It's a natural 20!
Nice. For a 29, you see the gods in the sky themselves. Yeah, absolutely. You start taking everything in. You're looking at the trees. You're looking at the sky. You're confident if anything was to come into view or into vision, that you will absolutely be able to pick it out. Your senses are currently heightened. Currently, you don't see any people. However, to the east, every once in a while, through the trees and a dense brush, you get a glimpse. Of some sort of strange. You couldn't call it a wolf. Similar in shape, but large. And you see these black veins kind of running over parts of it. Then you see a second. And as you guys are traveling along this path, you can tell that these two beasts to the far east are staying parallel to the path, making no sound, moving towards the path, just keeping parallel. And then right before you lose sight of them, you see one turn just a little bit, and at the end of the tail, you see these strange purple, they almost look like flowers or something. You're not sure what it is, but there's some strange shape at the end of the tail where it breaks off into 6, maybe 7 different strands as it kind of breaks off quietly. So Darius, you clear your way to the back of the group. You believe you have enough space between yourself and the group to do what you need to do?
I will close my eyes and I will focus on his big, beautiful, toothy smile. And I will reach out. Dementrum, dearest. Oh, come on, don't be like that.
What is it, Darius?
Well, we're currently on a mission to try and help Elion. And we found a village that worships someone called Abeloth. Ever heard of them?
That is the name of no god that I know.
Yeah, none that I've read about either, but... Any demons or anything?
One moment.
Take your time.
Goes silent. But a minute goes by. There's no demon or god known to us by that name.
Okay. Well, that's reassuring. At least I know it's not anybody famous. Okay, well...
Arrowkeen states that there are certain magics, and this word is indicated in many of them in regards to telepathy.
Yeah, I mean, Felix got a little weird, and the person that's leading us to their village is also very weird. It's almost as if someone cast a very powerful calm emotion spell on them.
There could be worse mind manipulating spells than being calm.
Well, yes. Unless, of course, you're stripped of any worry and it's basically working you until you die and you don't care about it. Because everything is fine and wonderful and beautiful.
Seen many gods like that in the old days. They were
Yeah, well,
different
now-
times.
Were they, though? I mean, with the gods being gone and that gap being a vacuumous void, any powerful creature could pretend to be one and the naive could fall for it.
Well, I guess you'll have to show them the way, won't you, First Voice?
That's actually a really good idea. I don't think... Ooh. And that could potentially get us... Not favor, but it would probably get us audience with this Abeloth. Alright. We're gonna have some fun. Thank you, Father. I will wake up and take my point of exhaustion.
Okay. You guys notice Darius at the back now. And just walk a little bit slower.
As Darius is wrapping that up, Felix is just still has been going to the point of exhaustion, just waiting for Darius to kind of give some kind of signal. And if Felix notices the pathwalker try to just move along or whatever, he's like, wait, you still haven't really told me how you even connected these things and what is there some kind of strand running through here and what generates kind of the spark? You could probably actually reinforce this with some kind of plating so that it's more heat resistant in case somebody else tries to throw fire at it. And
we don't modify these; they are given by the god.
Would I catch up there by the time I can hear this?
Yeah, you wouldn't be too far back. You wouldn't want to lose them. So yeah.
That's when I will kind of go, okay, Felix. Sorry about that, Pathwalker. He can get a little excited.
Yeah. Well, if your god is actually maybe he's an inventing god, that's really interesting. So sorry. You know what? Why don't we just continue forward?
And then Darius is going to give him a.
I think that is best. She looks up at the sky, and you can see nighttime coming over now, being about 9 p.m. Continues to shuffle up the road. Any of the rest of the group wanting to do anything or just following suit?
Just following along.
Yeah, Jack's just following along.
Where's Elion with the group?
I'm
Should be
making
at the
my
back.
way.
Follow the thick laid road.
Okay, I will then drift back to the back again and fall back to Elion and I don't know how else to ask this other than how's everything inside your head?
About as normal as it could be. Nothing
Not-
new. He's not speaking very much.
Is he okay?
I mean, last battle seems to have shook him up a bit. Seems weaker, maybe?
He did fight Dalen. He was supposed to be quite powerful.
Well, it seems that he has his limits as well. Although impressive it may be. It seems like he's sidelined right now.
Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad, but you're okay, yes?
Well, I seem to be okay physically. I don't know. How I treated that woman is not quite exactly how I normally act, but I don't know whether I'm evolving or something else is going on. I gotta retcon that. I wouldn't say evolving, I would say growing. Bump table.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you are getting stronger.
That strength might be going to my head a bit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, your head has a little bit of room that it could grow. Little.
Yeah, I guess.
Confidence is okay. Arrogance is not. Take it from me.
I'm just new to either emotion. I don't know how to differentiate, I guess. But I'll be fine. Let's find this clay and get back. I don't like this place much.
Are you feeling any violent tendencies towards people?
Oh no, no, nothing violent. I'm just having a little bit of disregard for consequence. I think in the sake of speeding things along.
Okay, can you like what do you mean? What are you doing?
I'm diving into people's minds more. And not doing it well either. I'm being a little reckless. I've been caught a couple times and I'm just trying to find answers the easy way, I guess. And
That's interesting. Someone who guards their journal with their life has no problem diving into other people's minds. I figured you'd be someone who would respect people's privacy.
well, that is why it's a little concerning, because I normally would. But I'm finding the balance between privacy and the dire situation of necessity. Yes, I'm erring on the side that I'm not normally erring on.
That's fair. I would watch it. If I ever figure out you're digging around in my head, it won't end well for you.
Well, apparently you would know if I tried. apparently not much good at it lately.
Fair. Once upon a time, I actually was able to do that.
I'm gonna detect thoughts on Darius.
Okay. Darius, with surface level, what would he kind of pick up at this moment when you say that?
It wouldn't really be much. Above table, I swapped the spell out when I leveled up.
I'm just more or less like surface thoughts of anything, not specific to what you just said.
Yeah, I guess because it's just a standard conversation, so there wouldn't really be any deep thoughts coming out. It's just kind of like, what's going to happen? What are we going to getting into? There'd be a little bit of anxiety.
Any fear? In regards to what you're asking me,
Oh no.
In terms of what the answer might be.
If you mean with what I'm asking, how are you doing? How's Varus? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say fear. There is genuine concern.
Okay.
And it is part of that concern. I don't know if you could discern this from it, but I don't care. Part of that would be concern for you, and then concern for us.
I'm gonna dive deeper now. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm just gonna try to be a little less reckless, I think.
Well, I mean, you could be forthcoming with it as well. You could because I believe you can do a sweep of the mind or something with that, right? I remember when I used it, there was almost an instinctual one, and then one you could focus on.
Well, yes, the instinctual one it's just surface thoughts. I don't really glean too much, and they don't know I do it. That's fine. I just did it to you. But it's the deeper one.
His face kind of right after what I said.
Almost exactly right after it. It's starting to turn off. But it's more just emotion. Anything that you would mainly be displaying.
Well, I mean, in that case, if there's ever something on somebody who makes you feel the need to push deeper, well, this kind of works in your favor both ways, because one, you could just be forthcoming, tell them you have an ability to sense what people are feeling and their thoughts, and ask them why they were feeling nervous right then. That could bring whatever they were nervous about to the surface thoughts anyways.
Have you ever pushed in deeper with the ability you used to have?
Oh, did I? I think I only used it once, and I don't remember if I tried to go deeper.
I don't think you did. I don't recall.
Yeah, that was way back. I don't think so, to be honest.
You would know if you had. I hate to say it, but it's quite exhilarating. You almost live in another person's mind for moments, flashes of.
Oh, exactly. Even the upper level one, I used that one, and that was overwhelming. You could feel their emotions. It's so intense.
Yeah, but feeling and then seeing things.
I'm sure living as them is different.
Emotions can only tell so much. It's the truth behind raw memory that I seek.
Okay, well,
likes to share that in its entirety.
I do want to err on the side of caution. Just be wary. Some of the stuff you're saying, I've heard. I mean, I've met a lot of different people with what I used to do, and some of them like to enjoy some finer things in life. A little bit of spice, but that's addictive, and the way you're talking is like the way they're talking. So just be careful.
Right. I'm going to kind of dial back a bit on that. I agree. It's becoming a little more than a utility.
Just be careful. And again, remember people's privacy.
Well, maybe world-ending scenarios might overlook a little bit of privacy.
Indeed. I don't think what we're walking into is world ending, I hope. I don't think we're quite at a world unending level yet.
I think you're erring on the side of hopefulness.
Have you not been with me? That's the only thing I have moving me forward.
Right. So let's continue with that then. I agree with you. It's probably not world ending. Maybe continent ending. Realm ending.
So much better. I'm so glad we had this conversation. I'm going to go back up to the front now. Thank you. And I'm going to get his speed up.
I get to detect thoughts on Darius as he leaves.
Now there's fear.
I just smirk.
Jak or Lapidus or Felix or Trey in a minute. Anybody want to do anything or continue the walking forward?
I was making my way.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jack.
Go ahead, Jak.
Jack's just gonna continue following until they get there.
Okay.
Felix is walking, but kind of can't help himself a little bit, and he's keeps like just asking random stuff to the pathwalker. He's like, so pathwalker, like, is that just because you walk up and down this path? Like, how do you get your title? Like, what like, would I be thing maker? Could I be the thing maker? I make a lot of things.
Whatever roles are assigned to us are the names we are given. If you make specific things, perhaps Potero is Potero. If you catch the fish, you're the fisherman. Thingmaker is a little bit broad. That would cover a few different roles.
Well, I do make a lot of different things. I could tell you all about them.
There are others that do not fulfill specific roles. You could be given a letter. There are many A's, however. Maybe a J or a K.
What do the letters signify?
Just so we can call each other when needed. S, come over here for a moment. B, go get me a drink. Things like that.
I see. What do those with letters? What do they do if they haven't been assigned a specific role?
They just live in the village. Some procreate.
Very, very interesting. And Felix will just kind of mull that over a bit as he keeps walking.
As you guys walk a little bit more, you gauge you've been traveling probably for about 2 hours now. But she kind of speaks up. The camp that I have is nearby here if we wish to spend the night and go to the village come morning when everyone will be awake.
It's probably for the better. We don't necessarily have to hitch a camp. I can literally make us a comfortable place to sleep.
Wait, we didn't hear what Trey was doing while we were walking.
Oh, right. That's a good point.
Everyone stand by for Trey.
Still.
We're all looking back at Trey now.
Trey's
We're all
mulling
like,
over what the other roles would be. Yeah, and he's imagining to himself, like, I don't think that he's going to see any, like, remnants of battles on this path. I think, like, maybe you might see the odd scrap of, like, an accidentally shattered rod or something here and there. But he's mostly wondering, if there's such gnarly beasts that scatter this island, where's the warriors?
Yeah, absolutely. You mull this over. As you are kind of looking out and looking, you don't see any watchtowers or, base camps scattered throughout or places to stop. I mean, other than this place that she mentioned she has, And the place where you arrived, you see no other indication of people. This very path you're walking, as you look at it, isn't paved. It's beaten down from have walked over so many times that it's just compacted kind of dirt and little bits of stone. Very hard to put together in your mind, you know, if there's a village here, how have they survived for so long? How have they lived, and why have they not fought back, or why are they not riding around on these things? So your mind kind of ticks over thinking about these different things. Yeah, and as the moonlight kind of starts kicking in now, looking around, you all get a sense of truly how dark it is here. There are no lights. There are no sort of lanterns off in the distance, walking down this path with most of it kind of covered with trees to the side and dense brush beyond. The moonlight kind of just glimmering and hitting the tops of these rods. You get these glints as the angles just hit right. It's almost like a little spark as you guys are walking down the path. So if you wish to stop here and put up your whatever it is that you have instead of using the camp.
Yeah, I mean, it'll keep us safe throughout the night, and it'll be quite comfortable.
I would feel better in my own camp, if that's okay.
Sure.
You may stay here on the path or come with. I suggest you do not fear either way.
Right, okay, well... I mean, I can do the same thing at your camp if you want.
I don't have a want. It's up to you.
What do you guys think?
I think we should go see the camp.
I say let's go to the camp. I mean, we should go to the camp.
All right. Well, Pathfinder, we'll go to your camp.
If this path is so safe, and there's not been a single suggestion of violence aside from what we dispensed after having shattered one of the rods, what's the significance of a camp?
For I walk this path for all of my days. Gives me a place of solace for what it is. When I cannot return with the others, it gives me a sense of being with them.
Okay, what do you guys think? Camp or here? I don't care either way. It's going to be the same for us.
I would be interested in seeing the camp.
All right, camp it is then. Let's go.
She kind of nods and continues to walk. It's just up here. You see, as you get a little bit closer, you can see that there is a break in the path to the right, and you can see some rods branching out to the right, almost kind of in a circle, and you see what looks like some sort of structure. It's kind of raised, almost like a tree house. There's kind of a base, but there's kind of wooden pillars kind of holding up the structure in the center, and you see some 4 or 5 tents, sort of triangular tents, positioned sort of around the outside in this clearing, but on the safe side of the rods. But as you get a little bit closer, even though it's dark, you can see that these tents are in tatters. They've been there for a long time. You can see even branches have kind of fallen through and stuck within these tents as she kind of slowly shuffles to the right and down this path towards the structure that's kind of risen up a little bit. She just keeps shuffling in there towards it. You saying something, Darius, or no? Okay, cool. Yeah, she keeps walking in there. Does everybody just follow?
I'll be at the back. Everyone
Yeah.
goes in.
Okay.
I'll continue to follow. I'm curious about what's in there, so yeah, I keep following.
Yeah, for sure.
Jak as well, just slightly leery.
Okay. And she walks up to the kind of the bottom of the structure. You can see there's ladders that lead up to kind of this kind of top level, about 10 feet up on the ladders. And she turns and you can use the tents or your own sleeping apparatus. And she looks at Darius. Oh, you're muted.
I will sit down and fucking start casting it. Anybody wants to be inside, be here when I cast it, and I will begin.
Everybody sticking with Darius, or anybody? She turns to kind of start to go up the ladders.
Well, I'll be sticking with Darius for sure.
I'm going up the ladders.
Just remember, if you're not here when I cast it, you can't come in.
Yeah.
You'll come in. You'll want to come out. Yeah.
I have this moment of hesitation where I stop and I look back towards Darius, and I watch this very strange person and everything that she's shared and everything that she seems to represent, and almost like I turn back in towards Darius, and just curiosity just is too much. I need to follow this woman. What is this place? And Felix will continue to follow her.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Trey and Jak.
Jak will at least wait till the casting is complete.
Yeah, Trey's got the same curiosity. He's feeling pretty confident that the place is pretty safe, and he just can't put it together in his head exactly what's happening here. And I think he and Felix sort of share that spark, and he'll be right beside Felix.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. As Felix, you kind of have that little bit of hesitation and look, and Trey, you kind of catch up, and you turn and you see Lapidus already with like foot on the rung of the ladders. As the female stops at the top and turns and kind of tilts her head and looks. And Lapidus, she looks down at you and you are not invited here. You may use the tents or the apparatus of your companion.
He just looks at her and starts going back down the ladder. Goes over to Darius. Sits down. Just waits till he's done.
As soon as you start going down and she sees you're starting to go down, she just turns and starts walking into the open doorway that you can see from the angle that it is a doorway, but there is no door. She just walks through it.
Would we have heard her say like the line about you're not welcome up here?
Yeah.
Was like a broad statement or specifically directed at Lapidus?
Specifically directed at Lapidus. She looked down at him and said it to him.
Okay, yeah. Well, I want to follow her then. I want to continue to follow her.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you start going up the ladders. Trey with the curiosity as well, kind of following up the ladders as well. Darius still continuing with your casting. You see Lapidus now sits down. Jak and Elion beside you. Felix, as you kind of like crest over the top, as you kind of pulling yourself up, and you can now see her walk into the middle of this room as she turns, and you kind of get a glimpse of the room, and you don't see a bed. You see some sporadic things up on the wall, like an old shelf. You see broken jars in the corner, and she turns, and you see her with her eyes closed as she hangs her hands to her side and just tilts her head sideways and down. I'm gonna leave it there. Come back next week at 8 p.m. EST to see what happens next.
So creepy.
I like it.
All right, good session, guys. Awesome,
There's
awesome, awesome. Thank you guys, all of you, for playing, even with all the technical stuff and Corey dialing in and everything. Like, I'm so glad we got to play still.
Glad it worked
Awesome.
out.
Yeah, for sure. All right, see you guys next week.
Well, you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
have a good night.
Sleep.
Bye.